I just took more time to gain more individual perspective of myself to where I can understand what type of person I want to be, what type of person I'm going to be, and what type of person I want to share with the world.
They hate when you elevate. They stacking up losses, I'm handing them out, yeah, I had to go delegate. It feel like I'm floating, I'm lost in the moment, I swear I could levitate.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the very first episode of Express Yourself with Sbpress. I am your host, Sbpress. Oops, you already know that. I can't say thank you enough. You can be anywhere in the world, but you're here with me, hopefully. You know, the A1s from day ones, watching y'all. But no, thank you so much for the patience. It was a lot of build up. It was a lot of, behind the scenes things that was taking place. But the main thing I want to say is health is wealth. Without that, no pieces of the puzzles will fit. So just make sure that the main thing that's a focus in everybody's lives is your health, because there's no plan after that. And I'm just very grateful and thankful to be here, reporting live from Mastermind Media, as always. Got Mark in the background.
Yo.
Got to give a big shout out to Coach Bray in the house. Team Active 7 out there. We love the kids. Just want to touch on the event we just had for the kids with the Clippers-Mavericks game last month. I want to say that it was amazing to see how well the kids kept their composure and stuff like that, and how well behaved they were, because it's kind of hard to, keep that little kid on the inside when you're around your favorite athletes and stuff like that and people you idolize and everything. So to see them well behaved, that means the coaching is also taking a good part in not just their athletic lives, but in their personal lives. And that's what we're here about. We're here to make differences in lives and stuff like that and give people the opportunities to fully express themselves. So there'll be different arrays, within this podcast. That'll just be from, Express Yourself Food Edition, Express Yourself, Entrepreneur Edition, and Business Edition, and, Kids Edition and stuff like that, because everyone has a story that can help the next person.
What was the event exactly? Because I saw you posted about it, but it looked really dope.
Yeah, so basically, we had an all-exclusive event for the kids to do the meet and greet with the players before the game.
Wow.
They were able to also walk out with the players and do the national anthems and the flag ceremony.
Damn.
So we also do have an event coming up for the kids in January where they'll be able to play on the courts. So they'll be able to play like the pros.
Wow.
Hopefully they, just don't do no Draymond Green stuff. We, just leave that to Draymond.
What's crazy is that one of my first memories, I forget how, I must have been like 5 or 6, but the Tigers allowed us to come out on the field. And that was one of the best memories I have, like still an earliest memory. So the fact that you're doing that and making these kids' dreams come true and see what's possible is just amazing, man.
Yeah, just giving them the atmosphere and putting them in position to see what's possible if you just channel everything into your dream. Like what I'm doing here. It's not the easiest thing in the world. Trust me. It's been a while. I feel a little rusty, but this is a dream that I'm no longer just dreaming out. I'm living out, making it reality. And that's one of the things that we try to inspire the kids to do as well. Don't just sit and think about things or do the whole trying. Trying is a state of mind. It's doing. Doing is a state of action. So we, encourage them to just do it. Keep going, And there's a whole array of things that I kind of want to just go over you guys with, where I've been and what's been going on and stuff like that. We'll get into the deep dive of things later down the road. But I definitely want to say big shout out to Shoe Pugs. You guys have been amazing in every aspect of everything that I've been able to do. Shoe Pugs will be also sponsoring an event hosted by MLB Bros, where I'll be sent to games during the baseball season to talk to baseball players about their shoe game. So it's just so many different possibilities and so many things that I'm grateful and thankful for. So, me, like that, I come bearing gifts. So, courtesy of myself and Shoe Pugs.
Hey,
boom.
Thank you, man.
And boom.
This is my second pair. And last pair, when we took them out, Jai, my girlfriend, she said, these are the softest socks I've ever wore. Like, she literally put them right on and then wouldn't take them off. So thank you so much, man.
No problem at all. Literally, I run through a month's worth and then I wash. So then I can just run through another.
Yeah.
But no, just giving is my form of saying I appreciate you. It's not anything more, anything less. People who give people time or whatever in life should be appreciated more than you know, because there's other things and other responsibilities people have, but giving up that mutual energy, that mutual respect, and that time that you can't get back to make a memory is what it's all about. So with that being said, there's so many memories that I'll be bringing to you guys, and so much more. Like, I have skits coming your way. I'm gonna call it, what did I say? Skits and shits. I think I'm gonna run with that. Skits and shits, where I'll just be, just more so expressing myself through comic relief and stuff. Everything in life should not just be serious and, just uptight and stuff like that. You gotta, you gotta laugh. You gotta live. Don't want to take something from somebody, but it's the honest truth. So again, I can't say thank you guys enough. Thank you, Shoe Pugs or whatever. And I'm just going to keep on laughing throughout this entire course and stuff. Another thing that I definitely want to share, big ups and thank you to my mentor, Rob Parker. Can't thank you and Fox Sports 1 Radio enough. Odd Couple. Make sure you guys, if you're not tuned in, tune the freak in. It's crazy fun with Rob Parker and Chris Broussard, Rob G, and the rest of the crew and stuff like that. And they've been allowing me to be, a fly on their wall and stuff like that. So it's been a great experience gaining radio knowledge and, just gaining even sports knowledge that I did not realize in just a simple conversation can just teach you a lot more than what you would think you would know. So for me, it's just, again, it's appreciating every moment from every individual, because you don't have to give anything or anyone your time and effort. You can be selfish with your time and effort, but extending that to the next person, what is really all about. You can't take none of this stuff with you to the grave. So just assort more to give more, just give more and give more. And I can't help it. That's just a part of my DNA. Yeah, I'm running all over the place because, man, I can't say enough, but I will say a lot that I missed you guys. I appreciate you guys. Thank you for all the A1s and day ones. Thank you for the support, the love, and even thank you for the annoying people that just kept just nagging me like a fly at a barbecue, just like, when is it going to come? Can I see your logo? What's going to happen? Were you going to have guests? Yes, I'm going to have a plethora of guests, and later down this road, I'll go ahead and say who my first guest will be, because it's a big individual. We'll get to that point when we get to that point. A few things that I do want to say within this podcast, I will be starting to do giveaways. So just like how you see me just giving away random stuff out of the Shoe Pug bag and stuff, y'all know I might just pull a rabbit out of it or whatever and just give it away. But you never know. But no, I just want to say, yes, I will be starting a giveaway to where I'll just be having little contests or little just ways, subscriber counts, like counts, or just comments and stuff like that. Whoever has the most outlandish comment or just whatever, we'll just figure out different ways to start up a giveaway. But I definitely want to show my levels of appreciation to everybody that takes the time out to listen and watch this, because without you guys, this would be nothing. Absolutely nothing. I came back because of all this. And again, nothing that I do is even about me. And if it is about me, it's to position me in a better place to help more people and bring more knowledge to people and actually gain more knowledge, because without absorbing, I can't not give anything. So for all you succubus out there, stop just taking my energy. Replenish some of this. Fill me up. What I got in my cup? Well, I was, if you know me, I like to joke around with celebrations, and I was going to celebrate with an apple cider bottle. Unfortunately, I couldn't find the bottle, but I got the apple. So, courteous to Mastermind Media as well for the mug.
Cheers.
Yes. So funny things. There's a lot of people who have embarrassing stories that they never want to relinquish, and I will be having a few of my guests telling their most embarrassing, most cutthroat experiences in life. And through those, hopefully it'll get some of you guys to tell some of your embarrassing moments and stuff like that. Because again, if you're hiding your hurt, you won't be able to heal from it at all. So let's stop suffering in silence. A few more things that I kind of want to cover. Why I do what I do. If you watch behind the scenes, you obviously already know that the hum to me means more than what you even know. That was a song my grandfather gave to my grandmother. So that goes into a piece of who I am and why I do what I do. The unconditional love that they had for not just one another, but for other people outside of themselves is another reason why I do what I do. So again, my initiative is to absorb as much so I can give even more, you know? None of this stuff is even about me, you know? So I'm all about bringing stories to life, having people, you know, spread their journey and getting people to open up so they can express themselves. And so that we can help more people, you know, in this very crazy, deranged world that we live in. There's so much stuff going on besides Draymond Green. So there's so much stuff going on. And yes, I will be, you know, here and there talking about, you know, a little bit of sports, a little bit of movies, a little bit of everything, because life is all about everything. So to give you guys just one perspective will just be 1/10 of myself. And I want to give you guys all of me. So there's going to be a lot of genres, a lot of different subjects that I'll be covering on this podcast. So you guys got any questions on why it took me so long to actually get here?
Yes.
Yeah. Again, health is wealth. So if you guys know me in my personal lives, I'll be having little slippages and little fallage and stuff like that. But it was more so just the proper plotting of the comeback. You know, I felt like in my previous circumstances, a lot of things were going so fast and everything to where I didn't have time to really sit and digest everything that I was accomplishing and things that I was doing. And I really didn't realize how mature it made me. And I just took more time to gain more individual perspective of myself to where I can understand what type of person I want to be, what type of person I'm going to be, and what type of person I want to share with the world. Because even though I want to give my all, there's still a sense of privacy for myself that I need to have, and everyone should have, you know? So for me, it was just getting back in tune with myself, getting my health back up to par, reconnecting real foundations with real people, you know, to get this back up. You know, the team that I have around me right now, and we're still assembling pieces like Voltron, but the team I have around me right now, I can't say thank you enough. We're still growing. Like I said, I already have a quote unquote Peter Parker, my all-in-one exclusive videographer, photographer. Alex, shout out. Appreciate you. We got a skit coming you guys' way. But yeah, it was just more so, again, just taking time to gain more perspective and to understand who I am and what I can give.
How you feeling with your health now?
Health wise, I feel pretty good. To be truthful, I don't like to just say what the ears want to hear. I feel people lie to themselves first, which means you can't be honest with other people. So my way of being honest is just, I feel pretty good. I haven't had any situations recently. I've been exercising, eating a lot of fruits. Pause. Shout out Killer Cam. And Mace. But yeah, I feel great. I feel great. And I feel grateful. That's one thing I will say. Going through what I went through, again, if you don't have perspective for the greater power, you will start gaining it. And I did, even more. And I feel like, you know, again, one thing I do say is thank you when I get up and thank you when I go to sleep, because it's not a moment that's ever promised. So let me allow my last moment, if it is my last moment, to thank the person that gave it to me. So
Love that, man. I'm glad to hear you're get your health under control and pushing forward, because that's the biggest thing is like you can put your head down and work. And I fell victim to that as well. Is next thing I looked up, I accomplished a lot, but then I had to really prioritize my health. So you know it's huge. And
let me give you a big huge shout out and a big thank you. Again, we don't give flowers here. Flowers die. So I'm giving gold because it lasts forever. Yeah, I appreciate that. So I appreciate you for everything. Behind the scenes, people don't know this. My phone was just not working. So for about 4.5, 5 days, you could not even get me on the phone because it was just dead, and it was just, I had the Jimmy rig. It was just a whole bunch of complication. But the very first phone call I got when I turned my phone on was from the mastermind himself, Mark.
Yeah. I remember that day. I was just like, I hadn't talked to you. Everybody was worried, just making sure you were okay. And then I was like, let me just because that was probably the first time I ever even FaceTimed you.
Yeah.
Too. Yeah, maybe second or third, but I remember just being like, man, let me FaceTime this dude and see what's up. And then you answered. I was like, and I didn't expect you to answer, but it felt like the right timing, which it was. Mm-hmm. You had just gotten out of the hospital.
Yeah, outside of my intermediate family, you were the first person that actually got to speak and see me, basically. Yeah. And I'm grateful for that moment, because the one thing you preached to me is, man, take the time to get right.
Yeah.
Nothing else comes after if you're not good. So take the time to get you right. And I took, it was almost a 90-day period, but
no, you do. You got to take that time. Mm-hmm. And there's a difference between taking your time and then taking too much time, or like stalling.
Right.
And a lot of people get lost in like the strategy or making everything perfect. But it's not about perfection. It's more about just alignment, I think,
and structure.
Yeah.
And that's one thing we did speak on in that conversation. Just adding more structure to things to accomplish things on time. So the one thing I will say that a lot of people should do is, set a specific time to sleep. Take your sleep serious. Without that energy, there's nothing that you're replenishing. And for all the people who work out and stuff, let me tell you, if you're working out all the time and not sleeping right or not eating right, you're doing it ass backwards. It's rest, then nutrition, then exercise. Stop killing yourself being gym warriors if you're not giving your body any time to rest to heal. So that's a little nugget that I want to give them.
Love that. That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah. So for me, it was just more so creating structure, creating a bedtime, putting my phone on the opposite side of the room, regardless on anything. If something like enormously crazy is going on, there's individuals that can tap through and stuff like that. Because I'm still very easy and very not hard to find. But on top of that, it was just more so write stuff down. Make a sequence of things and accomplish things and cross things out, so you can see that I crossed this line, I accomplished this goal. And then I'll just give you more of an incentive to keep going in the right path that you're going in. So again, thank you for that.
My pleasure, man.
Thank you. Well, it's a mastermind. I mean, what else was it going to give me? But what I want to say is I thank the entire world and stuff. I definitely want to thank me. I definitely want to thank me, because no one knows to the extent of everything, not health and all that other stuff, but everything that I go through on a daily, weekly basis and everything. So I just want to thank myself for not giving up on myself. Not just being done with something because I put so much into something, and just being able to accept the challenge of moving on and moving forward and prospering. So I don't want anybody out there to get too down on themselves, to give up on themselves. It starts with you believing in you. If you don't believe in you, no one else can. And for me, I'm going to make everybody believers. Every aspect of my life is going to be to just be positive and just to give. Because again, I can't take none of this stuff with me, and I'm getting a lot of stuff now. So I just want to just give and just be an inspiration of positivity to the people, that no matter where you come from, no matter what you go through, you can still be an individual, a role model. You can still have an intent of greatness and be even greater than your intent. Just give it all up. Just give it all to the man. Let go, let God, and put forth one foot into the next and keep moving forward. Not in place. Get off the treadmill. You got to get off the treadmill on the pavement and move forward. Without forward progress, you're not going anywhere. So you're just a dream, not reality. And like I said, for me, it's just a big thing to be able to be put in positions to be helpful to other people, and absorb more knowledge from other individuals and other stories, because my story can help somebody, it can shine the light on the next person's story and get them to stop suffering in silence. And yeah, man, like I said, like I'm back like I never left. And I got a bunch of treats. I'll be hitting you guys in the mouth every freaking week. And yeah, this podcast is going to be something a lot more interesting than you guys believe. Like I said, everyone has a story. Every form of art can be displayed within this podcast. So again, I'm going to be touching down bases at restaurants. I'm going to be, having, conversations with kids and stuff like that, so we can get a better understanding of what they go through, so we can have a better connection with them. Because if we're not connected with the future, then we're doomed. And I said this the other day with the person. He's like, man, you said something I never heard before. But if history repeats itself, then each one can teach one, essentially. So I don't want to, go in vain without giving someone knowledge that could potentially help them not step in the mud or fall on their face how I did in those circumstances when I did. Just prevention, prevention and protection. Yeah. But, man, thank you guys. Thank you. And if I say thank you one more time, I think that I'm going to take all the rest of that for the rest of the season. Again, I'm back like I never left. This is your boy, Sbpress. This is the new platform, Express Yourself with Sbpress. So yes, ladies and gentlemen, I would like at this point in the time to make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Check out the YouTube if you want to see me. Check out the Spotify, Apple if you want to hear me. But remember, you can listen before, during, and after work. You can do whatever you need to do to get to this podcast. So just make sure you subscribe. Y'all catch on to that when that skit comes out. Oh, one more thing. I want to leave every episode with a cliffhanger. And this cliffhanger for this episode, my very first guest, and it's an Easter egg, so you got to dig this up. He is the 2003 Stylist of the Year. So, yes, very, very big and important individual, but very humble and very supportive throughout this entire journey. He's not just a person, he's a friend. So
2003?
Yes. No, sorry.
I think you said
2023.
He probably was in 2003 as well.
Well, you know what?
Oh,
I'm trying to think as far back he's been doing this for. I'll give you one of his clients, Lionel Richie. So he could have been.
True.
He could have been. But yes, my first guest is the 2023 Stylist of the Year. Not saying no names. Do your research, and we'll be coming back next week with him. Thank you guys for tuning in. See you guys next week. And I'm your boy, Sbpress.
They hate when you elevate. You're stacking up losses, I'm handing them out, yeah, I had to go delegate. It feel like I'm floating, I'm lost in the moment, I swear I could levitate. They never believed that I would really fly, I had to go demonstrate.